The New India Foundation was set up in 2004, and the mandate really was to try and foster scholarship on India after independence. Now, this year we are marking the 75th anniversary of our independence, and the fact still remains that most historians who write books about history do not want to look at the period beyond 15th of August 1947. Post-independence history still remains a very underserved discipline. By contrast, there are political scientists, sociologists, and others who may study particular aspects of our post-independence history, but do not really bring a historical perspective to it. So our endeavor really was to both push historians to look forward and scholars who work on contemporary politics and societies to perhaps just look a little backward to get a sense of what the hinterland was in terms of background to the India in which we live. So the whole idea really was to promote scholarship in a variety of modes of exploration, research, and writing as far as post-independence India is concerned. And this year being the 75th anniversary, I think the mandate becomes even more urgent. This year, we are announcing the 11th round of fellowships. In the last 10 rounds of fellowship, we've had 27 books already published and many more to come very soon in the pipeline. We have always been very ecumenical as far as both topics, themes, ideology, and approaches are concerned. So we've had books which are works of history, which are works of politics. We've had sociologists, we've had journalists, we've had people writing memoirs of their own family as a window to larger currents in society. We've also had very wonderfully researched biographies. So in a very real sense, the New India Foundation believes that India today, contemporary India, is such a fascinating yet complex phenomenon that in order to be able to really get a grip on where we are and where we might be going, we really need to approach it from many vantage points and open as many windows onto this fascinating country that we live in. The NIF offers lots of things. Of course, the most obvious thing is the financial support that we offer to our fellows. The fellowship is generously funded by Indian standards. We offer a total fellowship amount of 18 lakhs. In addition, we have a range of other ways in which the foundation supports both the authors and the books. In the time when books are being written, we have a wonderful in-house editor who works very closely with our fellows to edit books so that they can go through the further publishing process through their publishers much faster. And I have trustees who have various kinds of expertise on various topics, take a close interest and work very closely with fellows, giving them feedback, reading chapters, and in general, acting as sounding boards for ideas, especially when things seem to be stuck here and there, as they always do. And then, once the book is into the stage of publishing, we actually work with publishers. We give them subsidies to make sure that they can bring out more copies of the book. They can bring out better copies of the book. If your project has illustrations, maps, photographs, all of which actually add up to the price of a book, we make it affordable for the publisher to bring the book out just as you would want it. And of course, once the book is out, we try and help publicize the work of our fellows. We try and give them as much support through various kinds of media and other engagements as is possible. So what the NIF offers is not just a sort of a fellowship amount which is given to you in your bank accounts, but a range of things. And finally, as an NIF fellow, you are part of a community. You're part of an intellectual community of which we are really proud. It's a very diverse and one of the most vibrant intellectual communities that I have been part of. And we get together quite frequently. We've started a practice of annual retreats, which gives an opportunity for older fellows to get to meet newer ones and really for ideas to ferment and more projects to germinate out of those. One of the things that we are most proud of is the fact that many of our fellows have not just written one book out of this fellowship, but have gone on to write many other wonderful books. So NIF really is an intellectual community, and getting a fellowship here really means getting invited to be part of that particular intellectual